Everyone, Spike here from LazyDudeForexSignals.com, the automated Forex Signal service and blog. Also, I am the host of the Secrets of Successful Traders podcast in iTunes. And if you can't find us in iTunes, you can also get the podcast at LazyDudeForexSignals.com. This is a quick video to review the charts, some of the trades we took, and the results we had from May 1st, 2011 through May 14th, 2011. And let's just jump right into the charts. And this is a chart of the euro dollar currency pair. It's a 1 hour chart. And for those of you who have been following the podcast, you know that I keep my strategies very simple and I trade the euro dollar, and I trade it on a 1 hour or a 15-minute chart. And so what we are going to do is we're just going to take a look at the automated trades that we had for this time period on the 1 hour chart. And gang, these are trades in a live account. They are not, this is not a demo account. These are actual trades that I took, and you will be able to get signals like these in the not too distant future. This is a very simple strategy that I put together over the years trading a channel pattern. And let's just get into it and take a look, and you'll see how this works. So we are going to start out over here, and we're reading the chart from left to right for those of you who haven't spent a lot of time looking at the charts. And as we open the week, currency pair started to move up, and then it reversed and it came back down, which is exactly what we're looking for because we're trying to trade channels. So once we got confirmation of this reversal, we came back up and we entered into a trade right here where this first white arrow is. Okay, and with this particular strategy, we like to set our stop at the most recent low, or where we had the most recent reversal, which is right down here. Okay, so we entered here, set our stop here, and we went long, and in this case the currency pair continued moving up and hit our exit, which is this little square right here. So we had a really nice winning trade right in there, and we picked up 38 pips. It doesn't look like much on this chart because it's a 1 hour chart condensed, so we can get the entire weekend, but that was a win for 38 pips. But what was even better is we hit that top of the channel, we got a reversal coming back down, and we were able to get into a short position right here, and we were able to write it down until we hit our moving profit target again. The stop was right up here at that pivot point. We came down, hit our profit target right there, and that time we only picked up 26 pips, but again we had another nice win. So it looked like price was going to reverse and come back up, so we entered another long position here, but we set our stop, and what happened is price reversed, came back down, and we were stopped out, so we ended up with a loss. But good news, within the same hour price came all the way back up. We got entered into a long trade, and we took that long trade all the way back up, and we picked up another 35 pips. So again, a win. Okay, we reversed right here, started coming back down. We were signaled into this trade a little bit late, but that's because we were waiting for confirmation. So again, set our stop up here, we get signaled in here, we keep moving down and got our profit there, and we had another win. In this case it was only about 18-20 pips, but the good news, market turned again, we get entered into another trade here, and our proprietary profit target, it's a moving profit target, we got triggered out rather quickly on that trade, but hey, again we had another win, about 20 pips, come all the way up, we start to reverse, we get triggered into another short position, and we ride that short position down for another this time we picked up 26 pips. So again, another win right there. Market turns. Now you're saying, Spike, why didn't you take a long trade right in here? And the reason is because with our proprietary indicator, we noticed that it looked like we were going to break out of this channel. And this channel, in this case, was basically right along these lines. You can see the channel right there. It looked like that was starting to weaken, so we didn't want to get into a long position. We didn't get triggered into a long position. But when this thing turned again, we got triggered into another short position right here. Market continued to move down, and it doesn't look like much on this chart, but that was actually a 40 pip gain right there, which basically led us to 7 wins and 1 loss for that particular week, just trading that channel. And again, all these trades were automated, and I'm not going to go into the exact entry or exit criteria that we use. You can get that through our signaling service as soon as it's available. But to determine these channels, you could use an indicator like an oscillator. You could use the Donchian channel. You could use Bollinger Bands, with this being the top of the band, this being the bottom of the band. You could use an oscillator like stochastics or MACD, and basically it would be giving you overbought and oversold positions. I just like to trade off from price action, and I've written my proprietary indicator to just trade off from price action. I just like to keep it real simple. But you can see from this week we had 7 wins and 1 loss, so that was a good week. Now let's go and take a look at the next week. Okay, so this was the week of May 7th through the 14th, and again we start the week over at the left hand side of the screen, and market comes up, comes back down. We weren't triggered into any long or short positions, and the reason why is because at the end of last week, you remember we had this great big downtrend, and so the way that our indicator is written, if price is too far away or too far outside a downtrend, or the Bollinger Bands are too wide, however you want to look at it, we don't want to get into any trades right there because price is too volatile. So there were some opportunities, but our indicator did not trigger us in. Price came back up, came down. It was just kind of bouncing around. And then finally, right here about midweek, we get signaled into a short position, and price starts to come down. Okay, so we got in there. But what happened is our proprietary target told us that we better get out of this trade. So we actually got out right there with a 12 pip profit. So again, it was a win, but we thought price might be starting to turn around and come back up. Price didn't come back up. It continued down, down. Okay, and it's just kind of fluctuating around in here. And we're not sure what it's going to do until the very end of the week. We got triggered into another short trade, and that trade moved down, and it doesn't look like much on this chart. It was another win, but there we actually picked up 59 pips, and that was a big move because, or it was 59 pips. It doesn't look like much on this chart because it's a 1 hour chart condensed, so we can squeeze it into a week. But again, on that particular week, we had 2 trades, and we didn't have the channels as clearly defined as we would like them. That's why we weren't triggered into a lot of trades like we were last week. So with that said, let's just flip over to our next slide and look at our results. And as you can see, we ended up with an 8.2% return. And if we're comparing ourselves to the S&P, they were down 1.7% for that same 2-week period. So we had an 8.2% gain just trading our very conservative channeling pattern, and S&P 500 was down 1.7%. And I do want to point out these are live trades in my live account. This is not demo. This is what I actually do, and all these trades are automated and taken by my proprietary expert advisor. And again, those signals will be available through our blog. So during that 2 week period, we closed 10 trades. 9 out of the 10 trades were winners, which gave us a 90% win rate. And the signaling service that we're working with monitors all of our activity, and they gave us a consistency rating of 66.7%. Personally, I think we should be higher since all we were doing was trading channels on one chart. Um, but the reason why that is a little bit lower is because their algorithm that they're using doesn't take into account the value of our risk management and money management strategies. So since I alter our share size based on based on where the stop is, so that we never risk more than 2% of our account or more than 3% of our account, the algorithm that the signal provider uses um, counts that as volatility within our strategy, so we get knocked down. It's still a really good consistency score, but it's not as high as I think it should be. So again, 8.2% over 2 weeks. We closed 10 trades. We had a 90% win rate. It was all on one chart, one currency pair. It was automated, and people say that's not good enough, but hey, we beat the S&P 500 by almost 10%. So if you want to get those kinds of results, make sure that you stick with me. Go out to the blog and to the website, and we'll continue to keep you informed of our trades that we're making and also the signaling service as it becomes available. In the meantime, go out to the blog, lazydudeforexsignals.com. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what questions you have. You can also follow me on Twitter at SpikeCasalker, and you can access either of those right through lazydudeforexsignals.com. So until next time, safe trading, everyone.